Welcome back. This is Nerd Dad on episode 22 of our Factorio playthrough, and yes, we have our perimeter up, and it's a thing of beauty. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get back into our base and get serious about some red circuits, and start thinking a little bit about getting our expansion up to other items, i.e. some other science packs. I really don't like these trees here. We'll have to address that problem. And I'd like to get railways up and running. Frankly, I usually have railways up before I get robots up, so it's a little bit strange this time in that I'm sort of out of sequence. I'm feeling a little discombobulated because I don't, I've built all the stuff for railways, but we just really haven't done anything with it. I think we built the stuff for railways, didn't we? Hard to remember sometimes what I've done and haven't done, but I was sure we built a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we got signals and trains. We just haven't even used them yet, so that's why it's feeling so weird. It's kind of like, well, we went through all that effort. Why wouldn't we do something with it? Actually, I just realized what I wanted to make sure we did. I want to go back out and pick up that warehouse box, because what will happen is if we start doing a bunch of work around here, all our robots are going to fly way over to the other side, and I can just drive by here with impunity, not worrying about those bugs that are coming, and hoping that our system works properly. Okay, where'd we build it? Anybody remember? There it is. Look at them all coming in here. They built another base right close to the base after we went out of our way, I think, to kill those, didn't we? I was sure we went down there and killed that. Huh. I don't feel like doing it again. If we did. And if we didn't, well, then we didn't. Okay, look at all that stuff we got. Okay, let's get that going and teach that tree a lesson. And that one, too. How dare they get in front of our vehicle? They stepped right in front of us. I saw that. They're crafty, the trees in this game. They will ambush you at every opportunity. Don't fall for it. Okay, let's get the warehouser right where we want it. Let's get some wood in there. We're going to start working on a few things here. We're going to dump all sorts of stuff in here now. I'm going to drop all our track in there. Whoops, I don't really need those. I want to drop in all our blues. And keep a little bit of track. I want to drop in some of those. We'll split that in half. Let's drop in a bunch of power poles from our bag. We don't need the... Just kind of thinking a little bit about what we got going on here. Okay, and what I want to do is there's a few things I'm going to do here. It's going to look a little bit strange because what I'm doing is I'm trying to force... don't need to do it. Never mind. I was thinking I was being smart, and I'm not going to try to be smart because that never works. Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's get these guys in there, and let's get our blues in there. We got power. We got lots of inserters. We're going to want some red inserters in there for sure. What else are we going to need? We're gonna be doing some factory building is the plan here, if I can actually figure out how to get it to work. So I'm gonna take a stab at something. I don't usually do exactly this way. I do it in small little bits, and I'm gonna try to do a big chunk, and we're gonna see if we can get it to work. And what I mean by that is, what I often do is, like when we've got this sort of copper, green, red here, what I might be tempted to do is come up and make a nice little blueprint of this and say, okay, we have this nice little blueprint right here, and we need this. And I might just make a little blueprint like that. And that's going to work. It's going to work for us. But I'm actually thinking, why can't we build something like, oh, I don't know. Well, frankly, why can't we build something like all of this? Now, we've got a problem that we got this little train depot in here, but we could red that out. We could say, don't build that part. And then we say, well, why can't we just lay it over this? So here's what I want to try first, just as a sort of a trial run, say. I want to come out here like this and say, if we pick up this grid, which is just feeding our system here, right? We should be able to say, okay, let's, we'll call this trial 1. How about trial 1? And we'll put a little check mark on that. Whoop. Here's me trying to type to people that I'm not playing with. And we're going to try to place that over here. Now, I think it would only work on one side of the track. It would only work on that side of the track. If I tried to do it over here and flip it around, it would get all goofy because I'd be pulling off the wrong side of the track and all sorts of goofy things. But before we do that, we need to do this. We need to clear all this out of here. And so, I think we have some robots in our backpack, don't we? Let's get some more. Oh, let's go pick up a few more construction bots and get them working in here. Because we're going to call everybody back from the front more or less and say, hey, we need all you guys. And we probably want some of them still hanging around out there. So let's just kind of pull in here. What do you got for me? Give me all the construction bots you got. Now I could dump them in here and they would just take off and do it. But it's actually faster for us by car to wheel down here. And we'll just slam on the brakes right here and just throw them into this guy. Assuming we can get close enough. And what? There we go. And there they go. Now they're going to get busy. Oh, our tech went off. So let's get, I don't know, let's keep working on those insert arms. Alright, and we're just going to get them to, I thought it was out of the car. Yes, that was great. And then let's get them to take all these trees out of here for us. Let's just go really crazy on the tree front. And just keep these guys working like crazy. Just really keep them plugging away at this. And I think while they're doing that, because we need a little bit of time. Actually, you know what we need to do is we need to get one more robot port. Robot port? Roboport? Do I have a roboport? We have one left. Okay. I'll have to go get some more. I need to chop down some of these trees really quickly. But they're coming to do it. It's just, you know, they're getting around to it, and they're just, we don't have enough round to it at the moment. Okay. I just want to get that alignment. There we go. And we will run a power line, which I think we've only got one of. We're going to need another one. And why don't we get a few more of those as well. Okay, and we'll just drop one right down the middle there. Okay. And what we should be able to do now is that just should have expanded our reach. There we go. Should have expanded our reach, and we should be able to just pull out all these trees here. Just go crazy in here and just keep pulling out stuff. And I just want to do a quick little check. Make sure that we got power up north here. I thought we built some roboports up. Radar dishes. We must have cut the power up north. I was a little concerned about that when I cut that line, because I was thinking that's our power line all the way north, you know, and I was thinking, I'm not too sure this is a... Yes, we will teach it a lesson. Look at all that wood coming in. That's fantastic. Let's make sure we've got some power. So I think we've got a power coming off here, and it just needs a little sort of a... Yeah, we dropped all the power, and that's okay. That's why I was kind of looking for it. Let's just go... There we go. Just connect it back up, and that one will stay even after we yank the whole line, so it should be in good shape. Once we get that whole wall offline, we'll be in good shape. Yeah, get that tree out of my way. Okay. Now, we said we wanted to build some stuff. We're probably actually going to need some more assembly machines, too. Yes, I know. We want to see if it works. Let's find out, shall we? What do we need? We're going to want a bunch of transport belts. More of those. More blues. More assembly machines. And let's grab some ammo. There we go. Okay, and we can go and throw a bunch of this. We'll go throw like half the assembly machines and the balance of the blues and stuff in. Here we go. We'll just get those out of there. We'll throw in a bunch of these transport belts. Throw in a couple of that and that because we already have some in our bag. And we got rid of all the blue inserters. We got lots of power in there. We got jumps. Let's get rid of half of those each. Okay, let's go see if this works. There we go. That's the big beast. So I don't want to build it too close because I want the ability for us to... Why is that not looking... Oh, no, it's alright. I don't want to build it too close because I think our top piece sticks out a little bit further. So I want to just kind of get us in alignment. And we should be able to do something like... that. It's not laying down because it's got something that it's got a roboport in the way. So that roboport is going to cause us grief. How dare it? How dare it have a roboport in the middle of what we're trying to do? Well, it's just because we didn't have one on this side. Alright. And of course I don't have a roboport in my bag, so we need some more of those. Always something. Let's drop a light up here too so we can see. There we go. Grab 15 of those. Alright. It's not going to matter anyways because we're going to have problems with that roboport or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that roboport. In fact, we're going to pull all this. Just for now. Temporary measure. I'm going to pull it. And then we're going to drop it again. Let's just see if this is going to work. Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's get into our bag here. Bag of tricks. And we said we didn't want to be too close. We're going to drop that right there. We're going to come back with a roboport and reset it. And, hang on, why is that not working? It's going to be right about there. We're going to want to drop it. And because nothing's in the way now, we can actually just kind of override right over top of where the transport belt was going to go, and then we'll just build our jump right across there, and we can actually start wiring it in. We'll just kind of do something like this. There you go. And hopefully, this is just going to all work out for us. And that'll be really neat if it works. I'm not sure that it's going to, but we need one more of those right there, I'm thinking. Alright, and then we just need to kind of bring some of this down. So we'll just bring it all down like within one, and just in case it's not working, we don't want a bunch of stuff going all over the place. And we'll just get it all really close to being there and then see if we're there. And bring this one all the way down. Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. See, we got a bunch of steel over here. I guess we should have copied the steel down too. I didn't think about that. I was just kind of... Alright. And let's see if the rest of the steel is going to come down. Since we're not using the steel, I'm not too worried about it being all the way down. Okay. What do we see so far? Well, I see that that should be connected, and the things that shouldn't be connected are the plastic coming in. I'm feeling like, let's give it a poke. Let's see what happens. It's like almost like, you know, you turn on the switch and you're just like, is it gonna work? It's not gonna work because we have no power, unless we just kind of do a little power bump like this. Alright, got power to the whole thing. And what's going to work and what's not going to work? That's going to be the question at this point. We should get, I would suggest we're going to get to green, and that would be about it. And then we're going to need the extra copper facility that we were running before to get those reds up and running. But, that looks like it worked. Okay. Well, if that worked, we probably can't do the plastic component, but we probably could. We probably could cheat the next part. We could probably come along and say, you know what we really want is this. And make sure we got that side of the track there. And we'll call this trial 2. And we'll click on our checkbox there, and we'll bring this down. And we should be able to see that we can stretch those as far as we can. And we should be able to go like that. I noticed we had some lights in this one. Maybe we had them in the others and I just haven't seen that they're not built yet. So let's go drop a couple lights in. Do we have any lights? Yeah, we got 5. That's probably not enough. So let's build a few quick lights. We'll throw them in there as we can. We really need to get our personal roboport going, then they would just fill in from ourselves. But what do we got going here? It'll be interesting to see if this sort of just kind of takes off and does its own thing. There's some power. And there you see the line running over here. Oh, we didn't pick up the other line over here. We missed this line when we copied and pasted, so we'll have to fix that. Oh, we can get it facing the right way. So there's that's wrong with our paste. So we'll know that trial 2 needs a little bit of help. But, and we need an offput for this. Now, how did we do that on that side? Did we do it all on the top and then feed it down? I believe we did. So we'll just bring this over the top like this. And plastic, I think, went into there. I think it's sort of a plastic kind of combination there, and I think we have one that goes in here. Is that right? Just need to check our... We need greens, we need plastic, and we need copper. So we're pulling the greens across, and it's the plastic and copper, yeah. So that's the call. So, if we were to be really creative, we could probably bring our... I'm thinking we could do something like bump that, pull this across, put the batteries hopping down to there, and just bring this plastic line in, something like this. And what would we do? Would we go something like this? And we just snake this line back, and that would give us a double line. And we'd run this one over like this, and that would give us a double line. And all we'd have to do on this side then is just chop that, bump it across, kind of like this, and just kind of sneak it up like, oops, that. And that should give us reds, I would think, as long as it's doing what it's supposed to do. What's going on? We don't have one joining there. Oh, there we go. And do we see any reds yet? Oh, there's red. Oh, that is... Well, that's nifty. There goes our reds. And... Wow. That was not too bad. I think we could, make it better. There's a couple things we can do to improve upon that. But wow, that was a lot easier than us sitting there trying to insert and everything and do everything. So we'll start working on using these blueprints a little bit more. I kind of wanted to work on using blueprints because it's going to be a lot faster than you sitting and we're watching these. So I thought, well, if we could kind of figure some of it out on the fly, we'd be in good shape. And hopefully, I'm seeing that we're still not getting enough maybe of these. I'm almost starting to think maybe we need to double line this copper with maybe another sort of another whole group of them right here, and do it kind of like a little ditty, kind of like this. If we go like this, and if we were to sort of bring these, how are we going to do this? I just gotta kind of ponder how I want to do it. If we ran this line up, and we went like this, and if we start another line kind of like this and sort of feed it, what we can do is we can tell this one to feed that side, right? As long as we have this extension here, otherwise it turns into a curve, we can actually start feeding the inside of this line. It's either that or we feed 2 full lines, and I'm wondering if maybe that's the better plan. Or we use this one just to feed this. Oh, actually, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, I say. We'll just use this one to feed these ones. Oops. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of jump this up a little bit higher. Oops. And this one up a little bit higher. We will pull this back, and we'll just do a little thing like that. Keep this one feeding in that side like there. Jump this one across. This one has to go 1. And bring it down. No, we're not able to bring it down quite yet. Get this one coming down, and we should end up with, assuming that we know what we're doing, if we copy this copper. Yes, build robots. That's what I wanted. How do I get robots in there? Goodness. we should be able to fill up any extras. So we should end up with a backlog of the copper. I just don't want the copper being the thing that slows down our reds. And the reason why we're getting a bit of an overflow right now is because we haven't pulled off this whole line of reds yet. So, and we'll be bringing this back this way. Run into the wall, smack. All right. We are going to call that episode 22. And yeah, that's us using blueprints more than we've probably used them before, personally. I built some big things with mines and stuff, but never there's something that complex. I don't think I've tried pulling off my main bus before, so I'm kind of happy with what we got there, and I think I might do a cut and paste of that and then see if we can just kind of take it down for one more and see if we can just really do overkill on the red. So, thanks for joining me. Appreciating lights. All comments always appreciated. I'm Nerd Dad, and I'm out.